Hello and welcome to another video. I'm Lorelle, and in this video we're going to talk about emotional numbness and why you can feel happiness. So, emotional numbness is an issue that most of us experience at some point in our lives. It's something that sometimes comes through a very traumatic experience, like a heartbreak, a person dying. But for some people, emotional numbness is actually a state of being. And this is really problematic because we have to understand that our emotions are our emotional guidance system. They tell us what to do and how to go throughout our lives. When you feel happy, you are actually in alignment, and when you feel sad and fear and frustrated, you're out of alignment. What you think, what you do, and what you say is out of alignment. And we need our emotional guidance system in order to come towards our desires. And as soon as you feel numb, as soon as you don't feel a lot of emotions, you are tuned out of your emotional guidance system and you have trouble reaching your goals, and you're kind of lost because you can't listen to your emotional guidance. You don't know where to go and what to do in order to come closer to your desires. And this is kind of a death cycle, because when you can't listen to your emotional guidance because you feel numb, you cannot create what will make you feel alive, right? You cannot create good things in your life that will bring you joy and happiness. That's why you lack the happiness. On the other hand, if you are tuned in and tapped into your emotions and you use your emotions as a guidance, you have an easier time creating a life that you love, because you follow what feels good. You follow what is authentic and true to you. That's why it's so important to look at this deep issue of feeling emotionally numb, because it's an issue that will harm you in your whole life. So what is emotional numbness? Emotional numbness is actually this kind of feeling of sleepwalking, right? You're like not really feeling anything or not a lot. You just feel when you are like super happy or super low. For you, there are just these things and nothing in between. You have this numbness, and if something is like really sticking out, it may trigger you, but maybe not even that. That is emotional numbness. It's this sense of, I don't actually care. I don't care about this person. I don't care about life. I don't care what is happening. I'm just emotionally asleep. That's emotional numbness. And what we have to understand about emotional numbness is that it comes from suppression. You are emotionally numb because you suppress what you feel. And it often happens, especially through traumatic experiences, we start to suppress one emotion. For example, you have a heartbreak, so you try to suppress the sadness. But what is problematic about suppressing one emotion is that as soon as you suppress one emotion, you suppress all emotions. Especially when it comes to these traumatic experiences. For example, say you suppress sadness and you really want to suppress that sadness of the heartbreak, you're going to suppress what is on the other end, which is happiness, joy. And that's the problem. So suppression is suppression is the root cause of numbness, and numbness is the symptom. So in order to get out of emotional numbness, we have to start learning to tune into what we feel again. We have to learn how to feel. And to learn how to feel is to check in with yourself on a regular basis, daily, hourly basis. Check in with how you feel and really learn feeling again. And we have to understand that all emotions come with physical sensations in the body. So if you want to learn how to feel again, you have to learn how to feel your body. So you have to tune in to your forehead, your shoulders, your chest, your belly, your legs. You have to become aware of your body. You have to create body awareness, because all of the emotions have a physical sensation. And that's the shortcut to learning how to feel again, is to tune into your body and to then know exactly what you feel. And you will learn the differences between certain emotions, the subtleties. because there's just not happiness and sadness. There's so much in between. There's anger, there's frustration, there's jealousy, there's joy, excitement, acceleration. There are all of these subtle emotions that you have to learn again. And a good way to do that as well is to print out a list of emotions. So you can print out online, just search for a list of emotions, and you can go through that list, have it with you, and check in on like an hourly basis of how you feel. Then go through that list and search for the word that best describes what you feel. And then you will learn that it's not just happiness and anger, it's much more in between. And as soon as you learn to feel into yourself again, this emotional numbness will disappear. But it takes some time. And also, it's really important to look at the resistance you have to feeling. What are you actually afraid of will happen when you feel? Because the truth is that emotions cannot really harm you. They cannot do anything bad. They are just uncomfortable to feel sometimes, but at the core they are all just sensations that are happening in your body, and there's nothing wrong and nothing bad with any of these. So you have to get more comfortable with feeling again and know that even though you experience a negative emotion, that does not mean anything. It's just an appearance that happens in your body, in your system, and you can just surrender, allow it, and you can train yourself to become like a superconductor where everything just passes through without resistance. We want to practice having no resistance whatsoever, no resistance to what we feel, and to just experience all of the emotions and to learn from them. And this is how you end your emotional numbness, and this is how you feel happiness again. But you can only feel happiness if you allow the sadness, if you allow the anger, the frustration, because both sides of the coin exist. And when you slowly start to feel again, when you slowly start to let go of this emotional numbness, you have to align your life towards what you feel. Because another part of emotional numbness is that emotional numbness is also a symptom of a misaligned life. Because let's see how this works. So you started suppressing your emotions in the first place. So you started suppressing your guidance, right? And then you created a life based on that suppression, based on that numbness. So without any guidance. Imagine you drive a road without navigation system and you don't know where to go. This is how you created your life. Now when you turn on the navigation system again, so you tune into yourself again, you will see all the shit that you created that is out of alignment. And then you will have the tendency to suppress again because it's so painful to face what you created. But especially then, it's about making radical changes in your life. So feeling again, turning on your emotional guidance and making decisions from there. Because when you don't change your life, you will have the tendency to go emotionally numb again. So you have to make changes according to feeling again. It goes hand in hand. Feeling a little bit more, making a change. Feeling a little bit more, making a change. Based on what you know, based on the information you get from your emotions. And this is how you resolve emotional numbness. I really hope this helps. Leave me a comment if you have any questions, concerns, any insights you gain from this video. Share it with a friend, and also like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.